Hey, this is Scott with Brown Cow Design. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to take a look at how to put together a navigation bar, how to add a new page that you've created into the navigation, and something that's extremely simple to do. So all you need to do is obviously log into the back end of the dashboard of your site, come all the way down to the bottom, towards the bottom here, we're in the middle, I guess. Of course, there's a tab is called main menu just for the test purposes here. Yours is probably something similar to that, and it shows you right here the navigation. Now, this is just something I quickly put together for a little test site. And so if I come over here and I'm on a Mac, I hit Command. I think you hit Control and hit this little button here. It's going to open up the site on this side of things. And so I'll just show you really quickly what the navigation looks like. There it is. We have two things in navigation: home, and we have one page called test 1. There they are, home and test 1. So how you add pages, let's say we already have a page that we've just created, and let's say it's our staff, our history, and we got sample page. We're going to add these things to the menu by checking them off, clicking add to the menu, and voila, there they are. Now, these are just put in order to how you put them in. The home obviously is the one I want to be on top, but I want our history to be right underneath home. And so I'm going to drag it and see where the little shadow puts me right there. So if these things, these little pages in the navigation are aligned perfectly, that means that they're main headers, they're main headings. And so I can put our staff right underneath our history, and I'm going to drag it to where it's perfectly underneath there, and I'll let go of it. And let's say sample page needs to come up above test 1, and there we have it. So now we have a new navigation of these 5 pages, and they're in the order I want them to be in. And once you're done, you can just click Save Menu, and then it will go about saving. And now it's saved. There's our menu. So let's say you actually want to create a new category, because typically if these two, our history and our staff, kind of go underneath one category of about us, right? So that's a category. And also typically categories are not actual clickable pages. That kind of confuses people if they see brown cow over here. Let's refresh this. As this is basically saying, hey, here's the category, our history, and here are the 5 pages that have to do with our history. So a parent page that has subpages under it typically is not clickable and shouldn't be clickable. So how do we create one of those? Well, all you have to do is come down here and click Custom Links, and this is where this link's going to go to. Right now, it's not going to go anywhere. So all you have to do is actually put a little number sign, pound sign, number sign, hashtag, whatever you want to call it, in there, and then we're going to name this link as About Us, and we're going to add it to the menu. And voila, there it is. And it shows you it's a custom link. It's not actually a page. So we're going to put this right underneath home, and we're going to line it directly underneath that. Now what we want to do is we want to make these 2 subpages of that page. So all you have to do is click each one and drag it over just a little bit so it's underneath it, and drag this one so it lines up with that. So both of these now are subpages of About Us. And if I hit Save Menu, and then once that's done, I'll come over here and I'll refresh this page. Now our navigation is lined up how we want it. We have, as soon as it loads, home, About Us, and there are 2 subpages, history and staff. If you wanted to do an actual another, let's say locations, right? Whoops, sorry. Pound sign, number sign, hashtag, and then we're going to put in locations. We can actually add that to the menu, and that's going to be About Us as well. The only thing is that, and we're going to line it up with our staff, if we had, let's say sample page was one of our locations, now we can actually put sample page stair-stepped under locations and hit save menu. And once that saves, we'll refresh this. And now we have two sub-menus under the same heading. About Us has our history, our staff, but we have, like, let's say we have multiple locations. We don't want to just list those out here. We're going to say here are our locations, and we have now another sub of the sub. So that is how you add your pages or custom links. You can even do categories. If you have certain things that are listed in categories, we don't at this point. And if you had posts, blog posts, we only have the default one that comes with it. If you actually wanted to make that, you have a specific post that's like the most stellar or most awesome post you've ever done in your life, and you want to put it actually in navigation, you can. If you have a link that goes somewhere else that's part of navigation that you want to incorporate, you can put the link in there and then name it whatever you want, just kind of like we did these other ones, and it'll actually be a link that you can add to the menu. That is how the menu is laid out, and that is how you add a page that you have newly created. It will be listed right here. That is how you add it to your navigation, to update your navigation, and to get things laid out the way you want them.